Oh, what is up, YouTube? Welcome to Simp Seminars. And we got a spicy one for you guys today. Now, this is kind of a request, kind of not a request. And we have to talk about this. It talks about her sexual past, right? Does it matter? Looks like we have Mizzy Matt in the chat. We have Bree in the chat. Do me a favor, smash that like button before we get started. You guys know how I do it. You spend the first 10 minutes or so talking about the subject, and then we go into kind of question and answers if you guys have any in the chat, and we'll run it for an hour if you guys are active and those sorts of things. But if you guys are not, we'll just do like half an hour or something like that. But let's get into the topic. Okay, her sexual past, should it matter? Well, there's a difference between should it or does it. Now, look it. I know it's a double standard, and sometimes things don't need to make sense because in our society we think that we need to be equal when it comes to men and women, but we're not. Right? Shout out to Richard Cooper. Get butt ass naked, go in the mirror, point out the differences. You know what I mean? We have differences, and it's okay. That's fine because we're better at things than others, and that's okay. That's what makes us complementary, right? Masculine and feminine energy. Wiener goes in the fucking vajay, right? We're complementary. We're not the same. So I get it. People like the fluidity and those sorts of things. We're not the same. Just get that through your head, right? That's just weird. There's double standards because sexual past does matter to men. Now, here's the thing. Is there a right way to go about your life, living your life when it comes to how many people you want to have sex with, who you want to have sex with, and what you want to have sex with? Well, obviously, there's legalities depending on what country you live in, right? You can't just have sex with anything, you little freaks out there. Leave your dog alone. But the thing is, there is no right way. There is a way, right? So if you want to do if you want to let your freak flag fly, if you want to go out every week and have sex with 10 people, who cares? Live your life the way you want it. But it does matter to some men. It just does, right? Some men do not like a woman who has a high body count. If they just don't. Now, there are some guys who are delusional and want a Virgin Mary, which is stupid, right? Why would you want someone who's completely new to everything? That's dumb, but some guys are like that and they're delusional, right? They want some woman who's never been touched or never touched anybody, right? Which is absolutely insane. But, some guys also value a woman who doesn't just go out every week and, give herself up to anyone and everyone, right? They like someone who kind of holds sex to a higher standard. I mean, I'm that way. Now, am I mad, right? Am I am I upset if a woman has had multiple sexual partners? No, I'm not mad. That's normal, right? Especially she's been through college, or she maybe has a social life of abundance. It's common for a lot of women to have multiple sexual experiences, fine, that happens, but like I said before, do I want someone who's going out every week and fucking some random guy? No, that's not what I value. Is that the right way? No, but it is a way and it is my way. And that's what I like. Right. So, I mean, everyone has their own way. So, I mean, like I said before, there's no right way. There's no wrong way. There's a way, but it does matter to men. Sexual past does matter to men. Now, the issue is I have a friend he's like dating this chick and he's really harping on her sexual past. And it's like, stop asking. It makes you look weak. It makes you look needy. It makes you look insecure and jealous. Here's the thing. Why do I always say it's important to date someone for an extended period of time? Because you have to look out for one, things you don't like, and two, red flags, right? And the first thing is things you don't like. If a woman has had a lot of sexual experiences, she's like really, she's been around the block a lot. First of all, you could probably tell when she sucks the skin off that thing, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sidebar here. I was dating a chick in my early 20s who actually took her virginity, right? And obviously she was new to everything. A few years passed. We got back together. And let me tell you something. I don't know what she was doing in that time, but she gained some skills. You know what I mean? So that's funny. But yeah, you can tell with someone's experience and you can tell when someone's kind of a noob at things, right? Let people tell on themselves. If she's a party girl and she doesn't really value like sex like you would like, well, then you could see that and then move on with your life. You can have fun with those people, but then move on with your life. If you're one of those, super polyamorous people and you don't care, well, then do your thing. Like it doesn't matter, right? But that's why you date and vet people for an extended period of time. Like you don't jump into things too quick, right? Now, here's the scenario. I have this friend who is dating a chick and okay. So they were at a party. I guess they were all, drunk and doing things. And she said that, she said out loud to her roommates that you guys go home because I want him to fuck me. Right. And he's the only guy that makes me like orgasm every time we have sex. And it's like, that's a feather in the cap for a lot of men, because here's the thing. women don't usually have sex with just intercourse, just penetration. They need more stimulation, right? And a lot of guys don't understand that. And a lot of women will fake it, right? That's just the name of the game. They'll fake it, right? And they'll, stroke the ego of the man, or not sometimes, right? They'll be blunt with them. And so he's like, hey, man, this is awesome. But they've been getting in the fights lately and those sorts of things. And he's been asking her about her sexual past, like getting into details. And I guess she mentioned that, she had sex with one guy who, made her come without, playing with her clit, right? And this made this guy super insecure. And I'm like, dude, why should it matter? Why? Why? She just said in front of all of her friends, like, you look like a big dick fucking Joe over here, making her bust every time you do it. Why should any of that matter? Right. So it's very interesting. And it's like, dude, sometimes you just like take the compliment and stop worrying about her sexual past. It makes you look weak. It makes you look needy. It makes you look insecure. And who the fuck cares? Here's the thing. I was telling him, I'm like, hey, what about you? What about all the girls you fucked? What about you? Like, is she asking about them? No. And if she does, it's none of her business. Why? Because it's not, you weren't there at that time, right? It's nobody's business. And the thing is like, if you go looking for trouble, you are going to find it. Just let people tell on themselves. Slowly watch, vet people, right? For an extended period of time. Don't be so quick to give your heart away. You know what I mean? Don't be so quick to give your heart away. Vet people for an extended period of time before you agree to exclusivity, right? It's like I said, go over some points. Okay, should sexual past matter? No, but it does to men. We want to we don't want our woman sleeping with a lot of guys or giving it up so easily. But is there a right way? No, there's a way, and that's my way. And a lot of men feel that same way. Like if you're a freak, you like to go out and have orgies every weekend, dude. Let your freak flag fly, baby. I might go to this crazy thing Saturday here. You know what I mean? I might go to this crazy thing coming up Saturday here. It's like a leather and lace party. I'm thinking about it. It's here in San Diego. I've never been to one of those things, but I'm getting into some weird shit lately. I want to go out there and explore some things, but I'm expanding my horizons. I'm advancing as a human being. Now, here's the thing. I don't think there is a one. I think that everyone has something special to offer you. I think the myth of the one is something that is kind of pretty much played too much or kind of played out in our society. I don't think there's any like one person that will do everything for you. I think we can get one person that's close, but the truth is we need variety in our life. And, when you especially have a significant other, you should really try to spice things up. Now, does that mean fucking other people? No, but that means exploring your sexual kind of desires, right? And being very transparent with what you like and some freaky things that you guys are both into or exploring your kinks. I think that's super, super important. So to round it up, and we'll talk to the chat because I see the chat's going crazy. We got Josh in the chat, Racket in the chat. Okay. Does sexual past matter? Yes. Should it? Nah, but it does to men, right? Asking about it won't help. Let it come out naturally by dating, vetting, courting, those sorts of things. She'll tell on herself, right? You can tell when a chick has been around the block, right? And the third point is, why the fuck would you want a newbie anyways? Like, stop expecting the virgin fucking Mary, right? It's going to be awkward. You know what I mean? Why would you want your first sexual experience to be awkward? Unless you're a virgin, I get it, right? Think about your sexual past. What about all the things you've done? Back in my mid-20s, when I used to like think about those sorts of things, like, oh, she's had like she slept with guys before me, and I think in my past, I'm like, I've slept with a lot of women. It's like, what about me? I mean, double standard. I know it doesn't make sense, but and you sound jealous and needy as fuck when you do things like that. You sound desperate. You sound insecure. You sound like you just don't know what's going on, and it's none of your business, and it's none of her business. So those are the points, and we'll go to the chat here. What's up, Mizzy Matt? How you doing? Alfred says, leave that dog alone, you sickos. Yeah, it's like everybody's a little freaky. We have a lot of freaky things going on, but just don't do it with animals. Explore your sexual thing. But I guess in like other countries they fuck goats, so there's that. So if you're into that and it's legal in your country, yes, if you're into that, get some of that goat pussy. Racket Club, what's up, baby? How you doing? Alfred said that's a mind fuck. I know, right? Having a carton of eggs is eggs are crazy right now. I was telling you guys that when I start going on more dates, which I haven't had a date in like a good week or so. I need a date. I haven't had a good date in like a week and a half. I hadn't a date, period. Wow. I'm really hunkering down, focusing more on my fitness, getting back in absolute manimal shape, going to Miami in April, going to Coachella in April, going to Cross beginning of March. I got maybe going to Mexico in the middle of summer. I got to be shred skis or just in good shape at least. So I kind of got a little chub during the holiday season, but that's what I do. I have to get really lean for the summertime. And I like to get chubby in the winter because I'm one of those people that like my body doesn't want to be lean all the time. It wants to be a thick boy. Like I want to be a chubby guy. So you know what I mean? But yeah, Josh, I was thinking that hey man, if we're we ain't going out to no 5-star restaurant, baby. We're coming back to the place and I'm whipping up some omelets. It's a real luxurious fucking you know what I mean? A luxurious meal. Now the funny thing is that I always buy like the brown eggs. I don't know why I just do them. Are they better for me? I don't fucking know. But they're even more expensive, so that sucks. Mr. Jayway says she doesn't have to be a virgin, but I'm not dating a woman with a 20 plus body count. It just tells me she's looking for a good time and nothing serious. I'm not a one night stand hookup guy. Well, here's the thing, Jayway. And I mean, look at there are studies that that are out there that talk about how the more partners a woman has, the less she's able to quote unquote pair bond and be with someone for an extended period of time. But to me, it all comes down to integrity. And is she going to cheat on you and stuff like that in your relationship? And 20 plus is kind of a lot, right? But the thing is, like, you can't go into dating with that serious mindset. It always has to be casual and playful at first because people that put and women do this all the time, right? But you don't want to be, they call it cuffing too early, right? You don't want to be cuffing someone up too early and saying this needs to be serious. Like, I'm not here for a one night stand and just one date. It's like, dude, this is why you date each other. It's like an interview. It's like a probation, right? Nothing is serious. Everything starts off casual. So when people say, I want something serious, it's like, yeah, no shit. But everything starts off casual and then it turns serious, right? Because women fall in love slowly over time. Women just don't fall in love at the drop of the hat. Like men, we're visual creatures. We see some big booties, beautiful face, and we're like, great, I'm in. Marriage, it's like dumb, So everything starts off casual. But hey, Jayway, that's the way you like it, right? And that's why you don't ask that. Say, have you slept with 20 plus men? Like, don't. That's weird. But look out for red flags. Like, I go out every weekend and, me and my girls get crazy. And I was just in this sorority and women will tell themselves, right? Women will tell themselves, right? But it's good to get repetitions in even with those girls, right? Go out on a date with them. You maybe have a sexual encounter so that when you meet the woman you like of your dreams, you already have experience. Now, you don't have to do that. You don't have to sleep with everyone you meet. That's fine. But it's good to get some repetitions under your belt, Bree says, and to Detroit at the end of May for a movement fest. My birthday. What's a movement fest, Bree? Shit, me and Jake might have to roll up. That's actually, it might be perfect timing since I don't think I'm doing anything in May. I think I might be going to somewhere in June though, somewhere in Mexico, I think, or like Ibiza again. I want to go to Ibiza again. To be honest, I didn't do shit in Ibiza in the daytime last time, and I kind of regret that. I just partied. I literally partied till like 6 a.m. every day and went to bed and woke up at 5 p.m. and did that shit over again. Let me tell you guys. So if you guys didn't know, I went to the Cross Music Festival Saturday and Sunday. I flew out to Ibiza the next day, which is it's a long time to travel. And when I got to Ibiza the first night, I sent it till 8 a.m. And then I went out every single night. And the crazy part about that is that my return flight home I had a layover in what's it called? In fucking Vienna. And I thought it was a 3-hour layover. It was a 27-hour layover. And I had no clue. I was like, yo, where the fuck's my terminal? And it turns out, yeah. So I spent the night in Vienna, cold ass Vienna. I was in my flip flops in a sweater, right? Because I thought I was just getting right back on the plane. Wrong. So I'm walking outside. It's like 50 degrees and raining, and I'm on flip flops and I'm cold. And I get to the hotel and the I think they're Austrian, right? Vienna's in Austria. The guy's like, blondes have more fun. I'm like, man, fuck you. Give me my room, bro. But yeah, Jayway, that's understandable. Bree says movement. It's mostly house and techno. It's always Memorial Day weekend. Out here, we call it techno. Oh, fuck yeah. Mostly on. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, I'm down. You know what I've been into? Like bass. Like bass has been chill. I went to a bass show Saturday. Woo! Ooh! So sick. And then we met like the sick group of chicks, me and my boy, and we met some other dudes. And we had like a little after party till like fucking 4, 5 a.m. just chilling. Like, I love that, man. Just going to somebody's house, like you just meet and just, meeting random people, spreading love. Peace and love, baby. I'm about it. It's a good time. Good time. Good time. And then like those people follow you on Instagram and you're like friends forever. It's weird. Like people you meet at like raves and like those shows, you kind of you kind of have that weird vibe forever because you're in the same scene. I am cutting back though. I mean, there was a point where I was going out like 3-4 times a week, just like sending it too much, but you can't do that and focus on fitness. Like it doesn't work like that. Like if you're trying to get in shape, you can't do those sorts of things. Mr. Jayway says, "Would you date a girl with astrology science in her bio?" So I went on a date with this chick recently, right? And I went on a date with this chick recently, and she literally made me download this app called Well, she downloaded for me called CoStar, and it's like I don't know. Okay, so it's like some weird. It's like some I don't know. I don't mind it. I suppose if they I've met chicks who are absolutely batshit nutty. Like I remember I dated this chick years ago when I first moved back to San Diego. She identified as a leaf. Crazy, but very talented musician, one of those gender fluid people. But bro, she was hot. And she was so fun, but little kooky. And she was super into this. And I met women who are into this and not that kooky. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't mind it. You know, I always make fun of them and poke at them a little bit because they're like, "Oh, you're a Leo." Like I know so much about my sign because of other women. Like, "Oh, you're a Leo, you're a fire sign. You're like confident and brash and outgoing." And I'm like, "Well, that is true." But there's other things that like compatibility, for example. Like I met another woman who got this app who says like we're super compatible, but like I don't see it. you know, I don't see it. You know, and I met one that says we're not compatible, and I feel like I'm more compatible with her. Although she's one of those chicks that hasn't she's one of those like super masculine chicks that like hasn't reached out to me after I think 3 dates, and I'm not gonna chase. I don't do that. So, I do for the first couple of dates, but if I don't, it's not what I think that when it comes to masculine feminine energy, I think that feminine energy grows when they chase you and stuff like that. So, but I have the app on my phone. It's pretty interesting. So, I mean, I'm neutral about it. Like if they're crazy about it, like like it's crazy. But Bree says movement is easily one of my favorite festies. It's home to me. I usually run into tons of people I know right in the heart of Detroit on the river. Bree, that sounds fucking fun. I'm down to go. Let's send it, baby. You're a Cancer? Oh, that's a crab, right? Is that a crab? I think it's a crab, right? My Leo personality would be too much for some of these girls. Well, the funny thing is that I was married to a water sign, and I guess that's compatible. Or is that Earth? I don't fucking know. Is it Earth? Because my wife was super like reserved, right? Very feminine, sweet, kind, those sorts of things. And I think I'm the exact opposite. I'm very brash. I'm kind, but I'm very brash and out there and outgoing and outspoken and those sorts of things. So Racket says, I'm ready to get wasted and lose it. Dude, me too, bro. I'm ready for the weekend. But I'm hunkering down, man. I just had a fucking sick workout today, sick workout yesterday, great cardio, weights. Tomorrow I'm hitting the pads with my coach. Becoming lethal with the hands. Guys, if you don't practice a combat sport, you got to get out there. I've been training for years. But it's something that does to your confidence, knowing you can whoop some ass. But I have a weight goal I'm trying to get down to. Got to get tan again. Looking a little pale. So I can't go out during the week. Literally. Okay, here's the thing. When I go out to say have one beer, it's never just one beer. I can't control myself. I know it. If I have one beer, it's two. If I got 2 beers, it's like, what's going down on a Wednesday? If it's what's going on on Wednesday, I'm back home at 4 a.m. minimum. So I know what I'm allowed to do. I need to keep my ass inside the house, sit my ass on the couch, and like watch some TV or eat some popcorn or something. I can't go out. If I go out, I'm not just gonna kind of go out. I'm gonna fucking send it. And I think that's as it should be, right? As it should be. Have fun, man. But yeah, my personality, I'm a Leo. I guess I am, I don't know. So, some of the zodiac stuff, I feel like it's spot on, but then some of it's not. So it's like just like anything in life, like kind of 50-50. Versus also there's a plenty of hotels that are walking distance, which is great while doing party favors. Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, I'll do party favors outside, but I know what you mean. Renaissance says, I'm a Cancer sign, was married to a Virgo 20 years, best Virgo in Cancer. Is it really? Okay. Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know, but when they say like one thing um that really stood out to me was like Leos like to be the center of attention, which that's not always true, but I could see that. Um, and there's some things about Leos that definitely make sense, right? Fun fact is I was actually born, I think like 2 weeks after I was supposed to be um out. I was supposed to be at Cancer. My birthday's August 3rd, so I think 2 weeks before that's a Cancer. I was supposed to be a Cancer, but I guess it didn't want to come out. Like they had to force my mom to have me. I was in there developing. Okay, looks like Bree and Josh are both Geminis. Oh, Bree says I just. Oh, okay. That's actually yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, driving is a bitch. Yeah, driving to festivals is such a bitch, dude. Even Ubers, it's like one. It's always like $100, and like they get there late. It's just ugh, terrible, 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 terrible. Tripping balls and walking around Detroit is pretty lit. Oh, I love tripping balls. I like to trip balls at least once a week. You know. Yeah, I don't know, man. My life has been crazy the last year, and I think it's been absolutely phenomenal. It's been a lot. This last year's been pretty crazy. I do reflect a lot. I'm very introspective. I'm very introspective. You know, I do. I'd say that when you think about personality traits, like men and women, we're actually like, interested in different things, like naturally. Like I know that people say it's nature or it's nurture more than nature, but I think nature, men and women are just interested in different things. But I think that if you're me and you're interested in things like psychology and people, because I'm very interested in people, that's more of a feminine thing where men are tend to be interested in things like STEM and those sort of things, right? For the most part, right? The majority, right? That's why most nurses are women. Like no, most psychologists and social workers are women, right? Because they're interested in people, and most scientists and people in those sorts of industries are men, right? Obviously, there's different people scattered in each industry, but I'm very introspective and I've been thinking about my personality traits because I've always thought that I was super introverted, but I'm not. I'm like actually extremely extroverted. And I don't know if it was because I smoked a lot of weed in my mid 20s, because I smoked a lot of weed in my 20s, and I think it made me very like introverted and like a homebody. Because I didn't just smoke weed, like I smoked a lot. And I only stopped like my late 20s, I'd say. And I smoke every now and then, but not really. Like I don't have it in my house anymore. And I'll go through spurts, right? But it makes me anxious and stuff like that. So I don't smoke it anymore. But this point in my life, I don't know what it is, but I get extreme FOMO. It's insane. Extreme FOMO. Extreme FOMO. I'll go up by myself. If I don't have any friends down here, I'll just go up by myself, you know. And I don't know why that is. And I'm like, what the hell is up with my personality? Have I always been like this? Is there a reason why I wasn't like this in my mid 20s? And I just wanted to stay in and like watch stuff and stay on my phone. And I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I do remember, though, in my late teens, I did go out a lot. And that was right before I really started smoking weed heavily. So I wonder if weed was the reason why I was so introverted and wanted to stay inside. Because now I can't. No, no, I can't, I got to get out there. I got to be around people, even if it's just friends coming over to hang out, and eat some food or something. Like I got to be around people. I don't know what the hell that is, you know? So if you guys know what that is, I mean, I don't, I don't know at all. But back to the topic real quick, guys. When it comes to like your girlfriend's sexual past, it's like, it's almost better not to ask about that. Like it's like one of the things like that guys do is that they'll literally sit there and they'll like dig through their exes like old Instagram and Facebook, and they'll look at old pictures of like their exes and compare themselves to them and those sort of things. Stop doing that. And like always, if you look for trouble, guys, you're gonna find it. And of course, your girlfriend sucked a dick before or got rammed from behind in a porta potty. It happens, bro. Yeah, bro. She was giving her some guy the Gok 3000 at a party. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But like that shit happens. We're humans, right? It's like I said, there's no right way, but there is a way. And if if you want some fucking Virgin Mary that's never seen a wiener in her life, fine. But it's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. Of course, you don't want some tater thought, right? Some thought pocket. banging a guy every other week or every other week, like that, fine. But you know what I mean? Mr. Jayway says, like, I've had people at my job say I walk weird, like IDK, I'm a toe walker, or I walk with my shoulders forward and arms apart. It may be an anxiety thing. Are you anxious, Mr. Jayway? You like awkwardly anxious? So the way I walk is chest out, hands at my side, and my arms kind of swing a little bit. And I mean, I knew a guy who walked on his tippy toes. It was my first personal trainer ever. I got when I was 19. Cool as fuck. His name was Benny. Benny B over in Chula Vista at Ultimate Fitness Center. But cool ass dude. But he used to walk on his tippy toes. That's just what he did. But look at if you watch Jordan Peterson or listen to him, he talks about standing up straight with the shoulders out. And here's the thing: like you always see this at parties, right? This is our emotional center, and you're gonna see this at every fucking party. Look at this. Look at this cup. This cup says Leo on it. I'm not, the ironic thing about this cup, it says Leo. I drink out of this cup every morning. You guys know I don't care about this, but my sister got me this cup. And I'm one of those motherfuckers that uses the same 3 dishes. The only reason why I have dishes in this house is because of my ex who had all these dishes here. I would literally use the same. I had 1 IKEA plate, 1 IKEA bowl, and a cup. Anyways, when you're at parties, you always see guys like this, just like with a hand in the pocket like this, like, fuck that. Stop. I hold my drink like this at my side and I just dance, like I never do. Stop blocking your emotional center. When you're on a date, hunched over like this. Stop that shit. Sit back in your chair like this, sit back in your chair like this. Always sit back like this, relaxed. Drink right here, maybe, This is your emotional center. Why? Because this is where we're weakest. This is where all our vital organs are at, right? This is why, some animals, they walk on, when they're not on all fours, because that's where like their vital organs are at, right? This is where our vital organs are at. So we feel like we have to cover it up. It's our emotional center. So when you're walking, don't hunch forward. Have your shoulders back, chest out, right? You don't have to do it all fucking weird, but like, just walk like that. Like the way I think about it is like I have a balloon on the top of my head and it's pulling me up. My posture is up, right? Now, when I'm in my chair, I have a bad posture. But if I'm on a date, I always have good posture. Always sit in the back of my chair, right? Always taking up as much space as I want. Yes, I'm fucking man spreading. Fucking sue me. You know what I mean? When I'm at a club, I'm never fucking in a corner, awkwardly staring at all the women like a fucking dog, like a wolf. I'm out there. I'm having fun on the dance floor. You know what I mean? And I'm just, who cares? I'm living free, right? I have no inhibitions, right? Now, what I've noticed too is that when you go out and you have that vibe about you, like women will just come dance with you, like some guys always go out looking for ass. Like I stopped going out looking for ass a long time ago, because I figured that first of all, the best times that I've ever had are always with the boys, right? And a lot of my close friends are just like me. They don't care about just hunting that night. If we find some women, fine. If we don't, fine. But that's not the goal. The goal is to go have fun, get drunk, maybe do some recreational activities with a friend and dance. I love dancing. I like fucking getting there and starting. I like opening up the pit. You guys saw my Instagram. Links to my Instagram is in the description down below. You saw I get after it, right? And that wasn't staged because that video was taken by a random festival page that just caught me doing the gritty. We could talk about whether the gritty's good enough to do or not, but body language is important. Body language is important. Yeah, you're right, Renaissance. Weed affects everybody differently. Bree says, I took tons of Molly in my early 20s, and it gave me a lot of social anxiety over time, but I love being around people. And yeah, Molly can fuck you up. Guys, Molly is like only safe to take. They say once every 3 months. It's like not safe to abuse, but boy, it makes you feel good. Samuel says, what's the craziest shit you did in Ibiza? Okay, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what happened, but let's just say I met a chick there and I was dancing with her and we're getting a little hot and heavy. And I noticed that she had a screensaver of her boyfriend. Jake can confirm this story. I didn't know this, but I already invited her to our table and stuff because we got a table, what I'm saying? And we got a table, you know what I mean? And she was there, getting some drinks and stuff like that. And I didn't know she had a boyfriend, and he was her screensaver on her phone. And here's the thing: I was dancing with her, great time, and I come a later day, and she's dancing with another guy, and I'm like, Dude, imagine having your girlfriend go to Ibiza by herself. First of all, you fucking crazy if you letting your girlfriend go to Ibiza by herself. You know what I mean? If you go to Ibiza by yourself and your girls, you are single. You know what I mean? But felt bad for that guy. I mean, there's crazier things, and I won't get into that because there's a code that the bros must abide by. But I thought that was funny. Right Club says, yeah, asking about their past will make you straight crazy. I don't want that shit. Yeah, it's none of your business, and it's none of her business. What's up, Jayhawk? How you doing, baby? Jay is here. Party over. It's none of your Ibiza. Yeah, it's none of your business, right? But yeah, guys, when you're at like a concert or something like that, look at maybe you're scared or you're awkward. Most people are like that. They're like on the fucking wall, like just like get your back up off the wall, dance. Come on, like that song's so like it's like get your ass up off the wall, fucking like this, like just fucking the biggest Chad looking stud motherfuckers are just like just fucking awkward. It's like get your ass on the dance floor, go move. No one's professional dancers here. Like no one's out there choreographed with the fucking 10 people getting after it in sync. It's like it's a fucking it's a party. Go have fun. Stop worrying about what people think about you. No one can. Here's the thing. What makes me like feel good is that no one gives a shit about you and your dancing. No one cares. Stop caring. No one cares. Nobody cares about you and your dancing. If you look fucking weird, who cares? Fuck them. They're probably too jealous that they're not brave enough to go dance, right? And yeah, Racket Club, what you don't know won't hurt you. Like I said, you can tell over time if she belongs to the streets. Like if you don't like that, if she's having sex with a bunch of people every single week, and you could tell. She'll tell on herself and stuff like that. Racket Club says, I honestly like to dance, and that makes strangers gravitate towards me low key. I'm telling you, when you're out there having a good time, enjoying yourself, not looking like a fucking hungry wolf looking for ass, and you're just having a good time with your friends, that is attractive. They want to go have fun with you. They want to go dance with you, right? Okay, let me tell you a story. This happened to me last week. Now, there's this chick I used to work with a few years ago, and let me tell you, she is fucking smoking hot. Smoking hot. And if she's watching this, I don't know if she's watching. Probably not. I don't know how many people are in here. I don't really look at the numbers, but dude, she's smoking hot. She is like a 10 out of 10 in my eyes. And I tried to get at her like years ago, right? And I tried to hit her up maybe like right after relationship ended. I tried to hit her up again. I was like, dude, she's hot. I want to, hang out with her, ask her on a date. And she wasn't really having it. So I ignored it. But I do see her out every so often. And I saw her out the other night, Saturday night, and I'm just dancing by myself with my boy. He's in the back. My boy is not a big dancer, but he's dancing by himself. And I'm like, I knew she was there, but I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, how's it going? And try to like chop her up. I already know she's not interested. You know why? Because I'm not a fucking weirdo. I asked her out, she ignored me. I asked her out years later, she ignored me again or wasn't interested. So I'm not gonna waste she's hot, fine. She's a 10 in my eyes, but what am I gonna do? I'm not going to change her mind by being fucking weird and creepy. So when I see her out, I'd say, hey, what's up? So-and-so, I'll give her a hug, go about my way. So I did the same thing this night. Dude, I'm dancing and minding my own business. Here she comes, popping up to dance right in my vicinity. You know what I mean? So it's like, shit happens, shit happens. And women will just pop up in your vicinity and do that, Now, does she like me? Does she want to? I don't know, maybe. I mean, I'm not going to reach out to her anymore. I've reached out to her many times, or I think 3 times at least total, and I'm not going to keep doing that, right? You could reach out to someone, wait a few years, that happens, reach out to them again. If they don't respond, then it's like you're wasting your time, right? You're wasting your time. So, Mr. J says, my uncle and his wife are in their early 40s. His wife likes to go to clubs and her friends all the time. He's a merchant seaman. Is that bad? Should he be mad since they are married? Yeah, I mean, if your wife is going out clubbing every week with her girls, and he's a merchant marine, which I know what they are. They're gone for like 6 months out of the year. I mean, yeah, does it mean she's cheating on him? No, but you know what I mean? Yeah, going out together is best. Josh Inu says, agreed. Fish, hunting, dirt bike, don't simp, find passions, do them. Yeah, I mean, you want to chase excellence, but I think that some guys do want women in their life, but they're too scared or don't really understand women, so they just ignore them or just forget it altogether. I think once you understand that, like, not most women are not going to find you like a 10 out of 10, and not a lot of women are actually going to even find you attractive at all, and that's fine, right? That's okay. Who cares? I mean, I get rejected a lot. Like the other night, the same Saturday night, I saw a chick who was, dude, just my type, blonde, wearing some silver like little disco suit, and just looking so hot. And I had to go talk to her. I went up to her. I was like, "Hey, would you like to go dance?" And she gave me like, "Oh, I know." So I was like, "Whatever." I knew that she didn't want to go dance, which is fine, right? But I shot my shot, and then her drunk friend comes up and is like, well, friendly, but like just slurring her words and shit. And I was like, okay, I'm like, okay, hey, I had to ask because you're looking fine. That's what I said. I had to ask because you're looking fine. And that's it. And I just went about my way. Am I gonna let it dev? Am I gonna fucking be like, oh, all women hate me? It's like, nah. For some reason, I just wasn't her taste. I was dancing on the same floor. Some little hot Indian chick came up to me and started fucking throwing her ass into me. It's like, well, So, sometimes you go out, no one wants to talk to you or dance with you. You know what I mean? It's like, just have a good time. Who cares? Renaissance says, my grandpappy never gave up. She said no many times one day. She said yes, and here I am. Well, Renaissance, the grandpappy, that's old, right? That's before like social media and pretty much how easy it is to get like attention nowadays. It's like, here's the thing, like any hot woman could make an Instagram or a social media account and post maybe provocative pictures, maybe not so provocative pictures, but a hot woman has a lot of guys throwing her dick at her at any given time, especially with social media. It's a lot, right? That's the old template of the old like couple Renaissance kinetics, but I don't think that works the best way. Here's what I mean. That'll work sometimes, right? Sometimes, women go through like the guys they really like and they reach a certain age and then they settle for guys that maybe they're good enough, right? Maybe he makes good money, maybe he's nice and stuff like that. And you see that a lot. But here's the thing. I don't want to be with anyone who doesn't have a burning desire for me. I don't want to be with any woman who, if I meet them and she says no the first time, right? If she's ready, willing, and able, what does that mean? She's single, right? And in the right headspace. If she denies me the first time, it's like, why would I want to be with that woman long term? You know what I mean? She doesn't have burning desire for me. You can build attraction over time, fine, but I want to be with someone who like thinks I'm a 10, who like says, damn, like that guy is cool, or like I like that guy. And you can tell, like on dating apps, you could tell in person. Like if I would have went up to that chick and I said, "Would you like to dance?" and she would have said, "Yeah," you know what I mean? Like, yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Great, you know. And I don't want to go. She said, well, maybe." And I was like, "Come on, come on, come on, come on, dance with me." She's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Come on, just dance with me." She's like, "Okay." Like I don't, I want burning desire. Now, some guys like the chase. They like the thrill of the chase. You can raise attraction over time, but I don't want to deal with girls like that. Why? Because I don't want to be with a chick who I'm her third option. I want a chick who's like, yes, the first time. I like to think of it as if it ain't a hell yes, it ain't a yes, right? Riot Club says, uh, Rodney, do you ever get no contact with a girl that's trying to play silly games? What do you mean? Do I like not contact them, or they are like just not contacting me because they're playing games? What do you mean? What's up, Shaman? How you doing, baby? Renaissance Connects. Oh, damn. If a woman throws herself at you, you want to win them over. Some women just, for whatever reason, you do it for them. Like they'll have a friend come up and talk to you and stuff like that. You don't want to. It's like winning someone over. It's like, why would you want to convince somebody to be with you? That's weird, right? It's not Renaissance. It's what's Renaissance? Well, I don't know. What's that? What's the other word? You know what I mean? I don't know how to pronounce. Can you use it in a sentence, please? Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. You don't want someone. I mean, here's the thing. It's different, right? Like if a woman's like really down, like, yeah, I want to dance with you. Hell yeah. I mean, she's ready, willing, and able, and you're attractive, right? So okay, so you're asking, Roddy, do you ever go no contact with a girl that's trying to play silly games? So here's the thing. Some women just want your attention. They don't want to sleep with you. They have no interest in you sexually. They never will. They just like your attention. I met a girl like this. I met plenty of women like this. If I like someone, I don't pretend to be their friends. Just ask them out for a date. Slide in their DMs, whatever, right? Whatever. I make it clear. Hey, what's up? You're cute. You want to get together for a drink? Or you know what I mean? Or something like that, She likes you, she'll say yes. If she doesn't, she'll say no. What fucking cares, right? But sometimes Racket Club, some women will like give you maybe dates or like cancel dates, but they'll still want to talk to you. Why? Because when Chad isn't blowing at her back or Tyrone's not blowing at her back, she's sitting there texting you, getting your some attention because she's bored. Right. So if I reach out, if I try to make a date with a woman twice and she doesn't acknowledge it or cancels or doesn't bring it up and she keeps hitting me up, I don't even try. I just ghost her. I just don't talk to her. It's like you don't want anything serious. You just want my attention. So do that yourself. Renaissance says, "Oh, I already read that. What if she's cute but nervous?" Well, I don't like nervous chicks. I like women. I've dated a lot of very introverted, awkward, shy chicks. I never want to do that again. Never. It's not fun. I know now what really turns me on is women who are not scared to get on the dance floor and shake their ass, who are not scared, maybe a little fiery. Maybe that's a little much for some people. Still feminine. I like that, but who are not scared to do those sorts of things. So if she's like awkward and nervous, it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to dance. Like, come shake your ass with me, baby. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's dance together, baby. You know, like I just matched with this girl on a Hinge, and I mean, nothing can come of it. But I think she put like on her one of the things like, you should not go out with me if you don't like being on the dance floor. And then I put, damn, 2 dancing machines sounds dangerous. And then she replied like, I don't think the world is ready for that. Like, that's who I like. Girls who are like, let's go fucking dance. I'm like, yeah, let's go dance. So I don't like the cute introverted girls. Some people like that, not me. What's up, Shaman? How you doing, baby? Long time no see, man. Renaissance says, my wife, she was preserved traditional. It took time to build some trust. Guys don't have the patience. Yeah, I mean, it depends, right? It depends. It depends what you mean by that. Like, I'm not going to sit here and, I don't know. It's like, what is the archetype of the typical movie, right? What's the archetype of the typical movie, right? The archetype is the nerdy guy likes the cheerleader. He really likes her, but she doesn't like him. She thinks he's weird and a little awkward, maybe a little cute, but awkward. And she keeps dating like the alpha male Chad guy. Not really an alpha male. We'll get into that later, but the leader of the football team. And then over time, this guy like breaks down her walls. He tries for her really hard. He writes her letters every day. And like, she finally falls in love with him. And like, guys, that shit gets you a restraining order these days. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you should have to work crazy hard, especially if you're doing things right to make a woman fall in love with you. It's like, she likes you. She likes you. If she doesn't, she doesn't, I mean, that can work. Like, you can build attraction up over time. That's the thing that men have. Like, like men were very visual creatures. It's like right off the back, like we're kind of in or we're kind of out, right? Women, you can build attraction up over time. She can go out with you and say, I think he's cute. But then like over time, she could like, oh, I really like his personality. He's very smart at his career, or I think he'd make a good father or something like that. But I want a woman who has burning desire. Not an attention whore, right? I don't need a chick who's like fucking, everybody look at me shaking my ass, but I want a chick who's not embarrassed or not shy to go dance, right? Who's just like free, right? Riot Club says, bro, I got this weird chick that I stopped talking to. We smashed, but she started pretending to be busy, so I went ghost. She still watches all my stories and like my posts on some weird shit. Well, I don't know how many times you reached out to hit her up, but ask her out. Say, hey, what's up? And see if she replies. If she says something, or I say, hey, how's it going? She says, blah, blah, blah. I say, hey, yeah, I'd like to see you again. When are you free to get together? Let's meet out for drinks. If she doesn't want to go out with you, I mean, she doesn't like you. That's it. If she doesn't like you, she doesn't want to. If she doesn't go out with you, I mean, she doesn't like you. That is the test right there, right? If she still watches all your stories and likes your posts, fine, let her do that. But until she reaches out to you, it depends how many times you've asked her out. If you asked her out more than like twice already, forget about it. Forget about it. If you haven't, then ask her out. See what she says. Yeah, but I'm ripped, bro. It's everything a guy that takes care of himself knows how to treat. Yeah, dude, taking care of yourself is so important, guys. It's so important. Like, obviously, there are, bigger guys with hot women, but maybe they're doing something else in their life. But it does help to take care of yourself. Like, literally, most people aren't in shape, right? So take care of your body. It's very attractive. And it really does spill over to the rest of your life. I feel the best when I'm like working out, eating right. It like spills over to the rest of my life. Now I want to wake up early and to make sure I get content out and, make sure I'm talking to people and making deals and those sorts of things. Like with the YouTube channel, with the crypto channel, like it really motivates me to do other good things. No, I don't like them back. You don't have to like them back. Don't do it. Yeah, asked her, but I'm not all for the games anymore. Fuck it, I already did my thing. Yeah, I mean, there was that post on some old meme I saw that said, "You can unfriend me, but you can't unfuck me." But yeah, I mean, what I would do is like if you ask her out more than twice and she hasn't said anything, and obviously she doesn't want to go out with you for some reason, whatever, you did your thing. Maybe she's involved with another guy, whatever. But if she reaches out to you more than just liking a post, like, "Hey, how's it going?" Assume she wants to get together. She says, "Hey, how's it going? How you been?" Or something like that. Say, "I'm good. How about yourself?" She goes, "Oh, I'm good." Da, da, da." Say, "Hey, great. I like to see you again. When are you free to get together? Let's grab a beer," or something like that. If she ignores that, then she's an attention whore, bro. Shaman says, "It's been a while. Like a pic or two and see if she hits you up. But nah, you don't have to like her pic. Don't do that shit." Ever dated a girl with muscles or fuck a tomboy? Oh, yeah. Often. I actually like chicks with muscles. Yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, I'd say one of the girls that I was dating for a while, I had the little scare recently. She's very muscular. And I have dated a girl with short hair. Yeah, that the leaf chick had short hair. It's hot though. It's not my thing, but yeah, I'll date and have some fun. Yeah, 100%. I like long hair. I like long hair. What's up, ASMR fan? How you doing? Thank you, fan. Hope all's well with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shaman says you can't unfuck me. Gonna hit. Don't hit your exes. Like just think that in your head, right? You're gonna hit your exes with that. Just think that in your head, right? You know. Ragged Club says, I don't know why many girls get dopamine likes on it because it's attention. It's free attention. It's validation, right? Oh, he liked my picture. Another man in my little another simp to like you can like it or not. Like if you like it, like it. Like I say, if you like it, like it. Like I like pictures. I'll slide in some DMs sometimes if she's hot, you know, if she's local and hot. Why not? I've gotten dates from that, you know. So but I just try once. I don't triple fucking send messages, you know. That's not good for you. So I'm working on things on Hinge, guys, to try to make some like good content for you guys. Hold on, let me see. Like you know, some good content for you guys. Maybe can help you out with dating apps and stuff, like what things work and what doesn't work. But what I've noticed is on Hinge and stuff, like in any dating apps, guys, it's all about pictures. You need good pictures. You have to have good pictures. You have to have good pictures of you doing fun stuff, of your face, professional pictures sometimes if you need them. I mean, an iPhone will work, right? But you want to make sure I have professional pictures and stuff like that. You want to make sure that you have like a social. You can display your social life of abundance and those sort of things. I don't recommend putting like your car and stuff like that. Like lame things like that. But show yourself with some friends. Like I have a picture of me in Ibiza with my boys at a table. I have one picture of me at a festival with my boys. I have another picture of me at a table with two of my good friends and a good fit. I have a picture of me and my sister all dressed up to go to a wedding. I have a picture of one of my homeboys at a festival, at a rave. And then my main picture is just me in like my festival stuff, like with a shirt on. You can see my chest and my muscles. You can see my face clearly, my smile. I look tan, white teeth. Like you got to make sure you're maybe, can I share this with you guys? I don't think I can right now. I have to maybe on another stream I'll share with you guys, but I don't think I can share names of people on my dating app because one, that's fucking up their privacy, and two, um yeah, you know. Yeah. Renaissance says, Rodney, you motivated me one day to work out during Saitama's dark days. Dude, in your rip now? Dude, I'm happy I could help with that, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. I'm happy I could help with that. But what I've noticed on it on IG on a Hinge is that you're gonna have some chicks who are just tire kickers, right? Who are like they come in, they look around, they don't like anything, or maybe they're bored. That's why I always send a few messages back and forth. Like here's one that worked out for me recently, and I got a number. Let me read it to you. And I always go for the number or hey, text me. This chick's okay. This chick is she's in the Navy and she's pretty muscular. I put muscle mommy with a flame on her picture as I sent it a like, and she texted me back saying, "Hi, why, thank you." I said, thank you. I told her I just got out of the National Guard. How long have you been a seaman? So in the Navy. She says, oh, nice. How long were you in for? A little over 3 years, blah, blah, blah. So we went back and forth, few messages, and I say, hey, let's get together sometime. Here's my number. Shoot me a text. And she shot me a text. I do that same shit every time. Women who like you will fucking text you. You know, they'll text you. They'll take your number and text you. Or if they're in the right headspace, if they're dealing with another guy or they don't really like you and they're just using you for attention, they won't get together, right? So that's how I do that on the. It's hey man, it's this kind of stuff like dating apps will drive you fucking crazy because you have to dedicate like an hour. If you're serious about getting dating going, and maybe you're too busy to go out all the time and meet actual people, you know, like you got to put a lot of work in your dating apps, right? You know, spend the time taking pictures. Get your friends to take pictures. Make sure you're dressing kind of sharp. Make sure you have pictures. Next time you go to a festival or a concert, get a picture with your friends, a nice pictures of you, right? I know it's kind of weird. You know, next time you're doing something fun, like maybe on a boat or maybe you're taking a trip somewhere, get a lot of pictures, you know. If you're in some good shape, you know, maybe facilitate that somehow. Like maybe you take a picture with like one of those button-up shirts that you can see like your abs and your chest a little bit. Maybe at a festival with your shirt off, like dancing or something sick like that, you know, just be fun and out there and stuff like that. And make sure you show your best self because that's what dating apps are. And then once they like you, they'll go and look at the minor details of your profile, like some of the prompts you have, your bio and stuff like that. Connect your Instagram, right? Make sure your Instagram, like you have to have a decent Instagram these days. Like make sure it's popping. Go out and do fun things. If it's all fucking selfies and pictures of you and your dog or like, you know, just weird shit, like mirror pictures, that's fucking weird, right? It's weird. Go out and do things with friends, family, you know. G.I. Jane, nice ass. No simp zone. No simp zone. Yeah, I can do a little you guys can see my profile. Can I do that right now? How do I do that? I don't think I think I can only do that on OBS, to be honest. Huh. Yeah. I have the connection for my phone, but so I can show you guys an example, you know. Shaman says I haven't posted on IG since 2015. Mr. J-Way says I need to. Yes, Mr. J-Way, I follow you on Instagram, dude. I can help you with your photos. I mean, I don't live near you, but how about this, Mr. J-Way? Go out on a Friday night or a Saturday night with some friends. Go out. If you don't have any friends, you know, find some. You know, I think you do, right? You don't have to get fucking shit-faced drunk. Just take a picture with you and your boys. Dress up nice. You couple your boys, like, you know, at a bar or something. Like, you know, like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, our 3 of your boys, like, hey, what's up? Or have a beer, you know, or something like that, or something fun like that. You have good pictures of you and your family. Use those. No selfies. No selfies. Like your profile picture right now. No mirror selfies. You look good, but no selfies. They're weird. And you know, maybe a picture of you playing a sport or something like that, or maybe you can get your coworker, like, you know, I know you work in an office job. Maybe you know your office job, like on your computer and stuff like that. Like, bam, you know, you don't need the party type, but maybe a picture of you hiking. You know, maybe you're out with some friends hiking. You and your friends, you get your little boots on and shit. You're at a summit, like a peak. Like, yeah, what's up? You know, whatever you're into. I don't know. What are your hobbies? Maybe you like to paint. Have a picture of you fucking with your little shit on, fucking it up with the paintbrush. You know, something sick. You know. You don't have to be a party type, but just go out. Maybe you're at a fancy dinner with a bunch of people and you're like, yeah, you know, you have a group of you at the table or something. You know, if you're Jayhawk, maybe you have a picture of you fucking it up on like you're a mechanic, bro. Like, dude, you fucking with the mechanic suit on, bro. Hands all dirty. Come on now, panties dropping, bro. Maybe you're inside of a fucking engine. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Fucking it up. You know, I used to have one of my pictures like this screenshot of me just like that. You know. Yeah, sometimes. Renaissance says, I went out with strippers, Rodney. When I was younger, I was built like a Playgirl model. I was sneaking strippers in through the window. I was a bad boy in my teens. Well, that's good. That means you've had a lot of reputations are probably good with money, you know? Jack says, motherfucker, I wear a dicky fit. I know what it is. It's like one of those fucking jumpsuits or, you know, top and bottom, but still like, dude, like you're fucking sitting there fucking like you're turning a wrench or like under a car or something sick, like a sick picture, you know? Like how I spend my Mondays. Like, dude, sick. ASMR fan says, can we have a stream where you rate people's dating photos? 100%. 100%. Right Club says, yeah, Rodney, your new pics are on a new level. There's a reason, right? There's a reason. my new pictures are on a new level. Like I'll show you guys some pictures on my Instagram. I mean, they're not the best compared to some people, but if you look at where I've come from the last 6 months, because I'm not in a relationship anymore, they're a lot better. Like this is my Instagram, decent amount of followers. Okay, it's not the best, right? Like this is me and my buddy. Like I'm out, with my little, my little rocker fit on. This is me fucking killing it at a festival. You know what I mean? Like that's sick as fuck. It's like me. Like that was from another, another fucking Instagram. You know what I mean? I got my crypto sponsors up. Ignore those. This is me and my boy at a festival. Like this is a good ass picture, right? Look tall. Look at my arms. Look at my face. Look at that jawline, right? The music got me moshing. Got me and the boy. Like this is good pictures, right? Me and my boy. I thought it looked good in this fit. Drinking a beer, right? Casual vibe. Me and the boys, right? Fun. Me and my extended family, right? My Mexican family. Fun, right? Me fucking my boy. Feeling young, but they treat me like the OG. And they want to team on me. I swear they like this is a sick ass fucking video, man. Like, you know what I mean? This one I got me and the boys in Miami, You know what I mean? Don't be hating. I know you ain't talking, Chrissy boy. You got about 4 ounces of hair left on that head. Got me and Ian, who hates me now, but hitting like like an actual savage. Got me in the club with the Balenciaga fit on. I know it's frowned upon now. Me and Jake over here in the club, absolutely sending it, right? Me and the sissy, me and the boys. I love this picture. This is a good one, right? The Padres game, me and the boy and Sandy. You know what I mean? Like in Ibiza, like these are good too, right? Like these are all good pictures. Chill. Look at this fucking squadron. Look at this fucking squad, Got me. I know this one looks a little fruity, but that's okay, right? This is crossed, right? Got me and some friends I met there, right? Some more friends, you know what I mean? Fun. Hiking. Me with the boy out in the town. These are fucking sick, right? Look at that. Boy, do I look like a fucking brick shit house, baby. Yay! Look at the shape I'm in that. You know what I mean? Look at the shape I'm in, because I called him a scammer, Bree. So I got me and Jake right here. Got the squad right here. The boys right here. Me and the homie look like an absolute fucking brick shit house in the middle of the fucking festival. You know what I mean? Me and my boy Spence. Me and the squad, I do have selfies, but I don't use them for my dating profile. Like this is a selfie, but why is this a selfie? Right? Why is this a selfie? Well, this is a selfie because I'm showing my progress, right? Like look at the progress I made, right? So this is funny because my starting is like way better than this now. You know what I mean? This is great. I do have selfies. Like what's a selfie? This is a selfie, but like, this is okay, right? I'm in a crowd of people. You know what I mean? Where's the other selfie? I mean, that's all the only selfies I have. Jake took this one. I look shredded right here. The America flag to fit on. Like this is a banger too. Like this is a banger too. Except like I gotta stop hanging out with Jake. They all make me look fucking short. I'm 6'1", but these motherfuckers make me look short. Right? Him and his brother. Me and the boy had another festival with my boy in Denver, right? Fun. Like this one's kind of a selfie, but this is a good one. I'm out having a beer, 10, fun. My boy just moved to San Diego, fun. Now, if I go back, like some of these, like even these, like I don't have a lot of pictures on my Instagram, but even these are not bad. Like this is when I used to be in a band. Like this is sick, right? 22 years old, fucking shredding it up with the boys, my old band. I don't really have like mirror selfies, like those kinds of things. Like I'm not flexing in the mirror, like, this is a little throwback. This is a good one right here, It's in Oregon. I need more pictures, but I've been adding more. I don't know if you guys have noticed that I've been fucking got me and the boys here, the army right here. Like this, I wouldn't take too many more of these because this is like an event. This is a good for a story. Like I don't think this is good for maybe me holding a gun or shooting or something like that would be sick, but this is kind of lame. So like this was cool because it shows what I'm doing with Scott and WagMe team, So they're not the best photos, but I'm getting better. You know who's really good at this stuff? His name is Austin Dunham. Austin Dunham. He's really good at this. This guy, he has a big YouTube channel, talks about this stuff. Now, I mean, look at this guy. Obviously, this guy fucks, right? Obviously, right? They don't need to be this extreme, but he's a fitness trainer and stuff like that. And look at his pictures, right? You know what I mean? Look at this, look at this one, right? I'm not as much of a Rico Suave kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like this guy is all about like fashion and stuff like that. But he has very good content on how to do your how to do your Tinder and stuff like that. Obviously he's traveling wearing Versace. I know a lot of people are not going to be able to do stuff like this, but when you do travel, even if you travel once a year, take a lot of pictures, man. Like do something fun. It'll help you out. But this guy's very good for that kind of stuff. I don't think he's the best when it comes to relationships, but when it comes to like pickup, when it comes to like getting your Tinder right and stuff like that, this guy is he's good because there's a lot of guys out there who are older, and I think their stuff is fine, but he's very in with the now. He's very in with the now. Some of it's cheesy, like cold approaching chicks and stuff like that. Like it's corny as fuck. Because it's like if he's cold approaching a girl, it's gonna be different from your ugly ass if you're Jayhawk approaching a chick, right? It's gonna be different. you know. But yeah, so very good. Austin Dunham's very, very good. Good stuff. This guy, I think when it comes to relationships, Corey Wayne, guy, the best. There's no one better. This guy's the best. The best. The best. The best. Relationships. Entrepreneurs and cars. Let me see. Or what's his name? Richard Cooper. Richard Cooper, this is guy. He's pretty good too for like other. I don't think he's the best when it comes to everything, but he's very good too with like chasing your purpose, masculine energy, those sorts of things. I really like him. Alpha male strategy. I think alpha male strategy is good for like black people a little more, like with black women. I think alpha male strategy is a fucking king when it comes to this shit. Alpha male strategy is very good too. So if you guys know AMS, very, very good too. So all those guys are very, very good. They've helped me a lot. But Corey Wayne's the best when it comes to relationship. I know Corey Wayne uses the same shit. Yeah. AMS is good too. I just feel like sometimes he has a problem. Like it's hard for me like to articulate a lot, but I think he can. I feel like if you're an East Coast guy and you have his style, like this is his style, getting really dressed up like a player, like a baller. Like he's like a fine dining kind of baller guy, like in a table with like the ballers. Like I'm more of like a hippie, peace and love kind of guy. You know what I mean? So I'm a little different in my approach in my life, but some of the same principles apply, right? So all good resources. But if you want good Tinder stuff, Austin Dunham, number one. Not even close. Chrissy says, "Where's Austin in your pictures? I thought Austin was one of your boys." Hell will freeze over if Austin goes to Ibiza. I'm just kidding. I don't think Austin would have fun with me and Jake and Ibiza. I think we'd fucking run him into the ground. I think Austin would go out with one night and need to recover for a week. I can train any simp into a pumped up pimp. I mean, here's the thing. There are so many guys who are like, they look like masculine and hot and stuff like that and are attractive, but they still act like bitches around women. Mr. J-Way says, I may just be making excuses, but there isn't much stuff for me to do where I'm from. All the friends I have moved or stopped contacting. I also don't have a car and work 9 to 5 unless weekends. Sometimes, like especially with dating apps, you live in a place that's rural, you got to get out. You just got to move away. You just got to move away. If you want to date multiple women and stuff like that and really understand things and use dating apps, like sometimes you got to get out of city. You need to have a social life. You got to work on it. You got to find friends. Even like your coworkers. Hey, bro, you want to go out and get a beer like tonight or something like tomorrow? Like you got to try to make friends. You have to make friends. You have to try because that's going to help you get out of your shell and look, you're a young guy. You spent 5 years doing this. What are you, 24 right now? You're 29 and you spent 5 years going out, having fun, figuring things out. By the time you meet, and look at men, we have all the time in the world. You just got to take advantage of the moment, right? We have all the time in the world to acquire resources, to become more attractive, to work on our game, work on confidence, So, you got to start though. You got to start, and get a fucking car. I mean, you don't have to have a car, especially if you don't need one, but it does help, I know you're a frugal guy. You want to save money. It's not about oppressing people. You don't need the world's expensive car, the world's most expensive car. But usually when you get older in your late 20s, you want to have your own place or at least decent roommates and stuff like that. and then you want some sort of vehicle. You need to figure it out. AMS, love AMS. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, New York. Yeah. Next year, but I get a lot of looks like, really, New York, dude. Fuck those people. Who cares? You want to move to New York? Move to fucking New York, dude. Who cares about those people? Right. My grandfather was a boxing coach. I've been learning since 5. That's great, bro. That's great, dude. Boxing is great. If any combat sports is great, it's good for you. It's good for your. First of all, it's great for physical fitness, and two, there's an air of confidence you have when you know you can whoop some ass. ASMR fan says, when I throw parties and Austin goes missing, you can find him passed out on the bathroom floor. I feel like Austin sends it. I'm at stage right now where I'm focusing so much on myself, stacking up bread, planning on moving soon to a bigger market. Well, yeah, that's the thing, right? The thing is, like, sometimes, like, you just have to turn. Here's the thing: chase dating apps, women are draining. It is a bitch, and it is so hard to focus on anything, especially if you're dating multiple women, and trying to set things up and trying to, like, nurture relationships. It's like, a girlfriend and a wife is a lot of work too. You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes, even like, even if you're not one of those guys who are a simp, but you still have to chase women in the beginning, right? You initiate the contact, right? You initiate the courtship. So even in the beginning, it's a bitch, man. Like, you got to make dates for things, and sometimes their schedule's not free on this day, or you know what I mean? Sometimes they flake, and it's like you make plans for it, then you go out and drink and have too much fun. Then the next morning you miss your workout, and it's like, it is a bitch with women. And it does take away from the goal sometimes. That's why having one woman that you have a solid relationship with, who has your back and who is a compliment to your life and doesn't create a lot of drama in your life, like, those are good women to have. Like, those women help you get to the goal, to get to your dream and your goal of building your empire. But sometimes, like, maybe you need to stop dating. Maybe you need to stop involving yourself with women. Maybe you need to work on yourself, because it's so true that, you chase excellence and women chase you. When you're focused on your mission, your purpose, your grandest goals and dreams, like, women find that sexy and attractive, but you still have to work on your dating skills, right? You still have to brush up on your dating skills. Don't let them get too rusty, right? Because you never know when you're going to meet the one that you consider a 10, or maybe your unicorn, right? Because a 10 is different in everybody's eyes. And you want to be ready when that time comes, right? You don't want to have sex for the first time with the woman, quote unquote, of your dreams, right? You don't want to not know how to date in court and act like a man and not be so emotional, needy, and secure, and all these sorts of things that kill relationships because you don't have any experience. It's good to get some experience under your belt. Right? At least try to date a little bit here and there. But if you don't want to at all, and you're choosing to focus and build your empire, fine. Shaman says, I will not be with a woman that brings drama. Nope. Drama-free zone. Drama-free zone. Chrissy says, that's why you need a side chick in case you ain't getting them from your wife. Just kidding. Nah, if you're not getting them from your wife, yeah, just kidding. There's a problem. Like, that's why I'm saying, be with a woman who has burning desire. In my last relationship, and this is common for men in long-term relationships, not once did I want to have sex and she said no. Not once. Not once. She was happy to do so. And how do you do that? Well, taking care of your body helps, right? But women need to feel heard and understood for them to want to have sex with you. It's not like a light switch you could turn it on and off. So when you come home from a long day, or when you're busy, you got to make time to ask your woman, like, hey, how was your day? Like, what's going on with you at work? You have to date and court your wife. You got to take her out. You got to go do fun shit every so often, right? So, you know what I mean? If your woman doesn't want to have sex with you, there's something deeper wrong, right? One, she probably doesn't find you attractive, which is obviously not good. And two, she probably doesn't feel heard and understood. And three, you're probably not courting her. You have to date your wife, dude. The romance has to stay alive. You can't just say, I want sex, and that's it. You know what I mean? It's like, why? Like, that's not even good sex. You want that fucking nasty fucking, turn the red light on, throw some fucking R. Kelly on, start peeing on each other. Just kidding. You know what I mean? Throw some slow jams on. You know what I mean? You want that kind of fucking sex, right? Yeah. So if your wife is not having sex with you, you have issues, and you're probably not making her feel heard and understood. Instead of coming home and fucking ignoring her because you hate her or she's annoying, ask her how her day is and actively listen. Hey, how's your day? Oh, I fucking went to work and Jenny was like doing this, and I hate Jenny because my boss, like, she's always paying attention to Jenny, but Jenny's new, and I've been here for 5 years, and I can't believe she got a promotion before me. She's probably fucking him. Oh, what? Okay, when did Jenny get there? Oh, you're like just shit like that. Or hey, babe, I got a babysitter for the kids, or if you don't have kids, like, hey, when are you, babe? Are you still free Thursday night? She's like, yeah, yeah, my work schedule's the same. Hey, how about this? I'm gonna come home at 7 o'clock. I'm gonna pick your sexy ass up. You wear something hot and make sure you can, move around a little later. It's like, oh, where are we going? Say, no, I'm not gonna tell you where we're going. Just get ready. Don't eat. Shit like that. Women love that shit. Literally, like, even when you start off dating, like, every woman said, like, a lot of every woman, but a lot of women say this, like, because this is what I do, right? Like for example, there's this really fucking fine ass chick that I gave my number, and she was chatting me up, so I'm hoping she texted me, but she's fine, just my type. But when she hits me up, she said, "Hey, it's gonna be so and so." I'm like, "Oh, hey, it's good to hear from you. When are you free to get together for a drink?" And then she'll say, "Oh, I'm free, Friday, Saturday, and Wednesday." And I'll say, "Oh, good. Okay, how does Friday sound? 6 p.m." She goes, "That sounds perfect." Okay, okay. How about this? Let's meet at so and so place, 6 p.m. I'll get us seats if I get there before you. And she goes, "Perfect." What did I do? I was a leader. I set the time and place, right? Women love that. All they want to do is show up and look hot. They don't want to make the plans. They say they do, but they don't, right? They just want to show up and look hot. Great. And I always say, um, you know, if anything changes, I'll hit you up. But if not, I just expect to meet you there to let her know that I'm not going to cancel on you just because I don't hit you up the day of. Now, some people like to call and confirm. That works. Sometimes she'll confirm with you, but I've only had it like one or two times where a woman canceled on me because I didn't confirm the day of. One recently, actually not recently, it was like right when I first became single again, but she was older, like 35 and super needy and insecure, and like started going off on me. She's like, "I want a man who really likes me." I'm like, "Bitch, I told you I was going to be here 6 p.m. Thursday. I'm here. It's 6 p.m. It's Thursday. Why the fuck do I need to call and confirm?" But some women are super insecure like that, and they think you're going to cancel on them, right? So that always works. Side chick, never say no, just keep promising. I mean, you can have a side chick if you want. Have fun with that. Why don't my girl take me out for once? She needs to pay for some of this high hibachi and high of the restaurant. Usually women or givers will do that. Yeah. If you have a woman who's not a giver and a taker, she won't offer to pay the bill. She won't offer to split the bill. A lot of women I date are like, yeah, I want me to get the tip, and I'll say no. But if it makes them feel really awkward, because it makes women feel really awkward because it feels like horse trading, she'll say, I'll say, okay, I'm gonna get the dinner, but at the next place, you can buy me a drink. I say, okay, perfect. Because usually after dinner, we're gonna go have something, we're gonna go do something fun. And remember, no dinner dates on the first date, just drinks. Right. Renaissance says, Rodney, yes, see, I agree. I was athletic, ripped, 20 years married to my wife, was a firecracker every day after work. She would take me, and every year we fell deeper and deeper in love. Passion grew. Because you're probably a tentative man, You're probably focused on your mission and purpose, kept chasing excellence. You probably treated her right. You listened to her, You don't have to be a fucking a do boy and do everything she says, but you got to be attentive, man. You got to listen to her. Women need to feel heard and understood, and they're not going to want to fuck you unless it's like a horse trading or a hooker. Mr. J says, sometimes I feel weird because these girls at my job, 21 and married. This young girl said that she's recently dating this guy and she wants 7 kids. I'm like, God damn. Yeah, women are fucking crazy, Sometimes. I really want you to know your respective of what they have to do. Sounds like the man has to do all. Well, man's the leader, you little weeder. You have the fucking wiener. You penetrate. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're the leader. Of course, you're the leader. You're the man. You lead, right? You want her to fuck you? Is she gonna fuck you? Is she gonna throw you on your back? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, you little weirdo. Stop being a little baby. Yeah, be a man. Lead. She doesn't do everything. A woman that's a giver will do things. She'll make you dinner. She'll buy you things. She'll buy you gifts. She'll remember that one time you had a conversation about that one thing you wanted and give you that. She'll write you letters. She'll do sweet things. She'll give you a blowjob. She'll do. Women that are givers will do that. Women who are not givers and are like takers, they won't do that shit. There are women like that. But not all women are like that. I used to be a dog in my college days at Penn State University. A lot of Russian girls and party at the best. Jayhawk, right? We do all the work. I recently pulled a muscle in my waist trying shit. I recently pulled a muscle in my waist. You gotta stretch out, my boy. You pulling a hammy fucking. You gotta stretch out, my boy. All right, guys, but that's an hour and 15 minutes, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for hanging out for Simp Seminars. We'll be live at the same time tomorrow again. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, anything you want to hang out and talk about, go ahead and DM me on Instagram or Twitter. You know, I just want the oil licked off my meat. Hey, man, some guys like their ass eaten, bro. You know, hey, let your freak flag fly, baby. I no judge here. You know what I mean? As long as it's not with animals, you good. I just started cooking, you hoe. Bro, you came in here hella late. You know? But guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for coffee and crypto, you little weirdos. Y'all have a good night, okay? Peace.